Hello and welcome back to Infinite Sided Dice, where we tell stories and the dice decide our fate. Welcome back to Edge of Extinction Season 3. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All
right?
Feeling good? Right on. So before we get started, just a little bit of housekeeping. Make sure you go down below and click the like and the subscribe button and check the description for a link to our Patreon, where you can jump in and support us. And a quick thank you to all of our patrons, of course. Without you, we literally could not do this show. Cool. How about we jump right in?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. We rejoin the crew in Night City. We've arrived at the night market, the 6th Street night market. So called because it's usually under the protection of the 6th Street Gang, who are kind of a, if you don't know, a sort of benevolent protector gang that, they're maybe more useful than the NCPD, at least to certain people. And these weekly night markets are a place where you can find all kinds of stuff. Everything from street drugs to weapons to food stalls to, in this case, carnival games. There's kind of nightlife. There's some music playing. There's a DJ bumping some kind of music. It's kind of got a real block party vibe to it. And it's the four of you, Martian, Ricky, Shipwrecked, and Lauren. Unless any of you think you would stay home from this excursion.
Nope, I got the money.
And
love shopping.
Representing the Santiagos, we have our friend Chino and Sparkplug coming along. He mentioned to you that they need a little bit of a resupply, and you have an operational budget that sort of covers them. In addition, so the just so we're clear, the briefcase of money, and we've talked about this a little bit off camera, the money from Gene is money to spend. The money from the bar sort of maintains the bar and funds the very basics of what Chino and the Santiagos need. They sometimes come to you looking for extras and things like that, but essentially they needed this trip because they've been taking some casualties, their supplies are running low, their cars are beat up. Sparkplug's looking for some specific parts to get their cars put back together. And speaking of that, almost the minute you walk in, she pulls Chino toward, there's like a corner of the night market that's like, it almost looks like a junkyard to you. You'd be like, there's nothing of interest over there. A bunch of rusted out cars and things like that. But this is exactly what she's here for. And immediately starts like pulling out tools and like getting ready to pull parts off of cars and negotiate. And it seems almost like she knows the person who runs the stall is like, oh, hey, how's it going? And so they're kind of off doing their thing. But, FaZe is with you as well. That was the whole point. FaZe is bringing you to meet with his cool connect that gets him the good liquor and also has access to some, like, pretty preem shit. Just a little mechanical update. Our crew is now Reputation 7, which means you are well known. It's enough so that as you walk down this walk through the night market, you catch occasionally people looking your way. It's nothing Ricky's not used to with his fans and everything, but the reputation is a little more dangerous. Like people get out of your way. The different people at the stalls, FaZe just kind of moves you along, but there's even like one gun dealer who's like, hey, I got the good shit for you, and FaZe's like, don't even worry about that, we're gonna go see our guy. Is there anything in particular you might look for with the smell of food and carnival games and music? Is there anything?
I have a quick question based on reputation.
Sure.
Since like a lot of Shipwreck's whole thing is having a secret identity and like dual personalities to get the things we need. Wouldn't having a reputation where everyone knows me hurt me? So like, would it be more of like my publication has a reputation, or like how should we like resolve that?
Sure. No, that's a good question, because I think that's an interesting question too in the cyberpunk world as a whole. Having a reputation among a criminal underground is different than having a reputation with the cops or whatever else. So you can sort of think of it in tiers, and like it'll operate the way you want it to. This reputation for our purposes is a street level reputation. So while your identity as Nautica is still separate from your identity as Shitwrecked, the name Shitwrecked gets passed around because of the exploits.
Okay.
You know, killing Ajax, for instance, like they're like the rumor gets started like, oh hey, that's you know, first it starts out as like, oh hey, is that Ricky's girlfriend, or how does this work? But eventually it's sort of the facts coalesce around like, you're spending a lot of money, you're buying things, the Santiagos are going to your bar. You might keep a low profile, but it's enough so that like maybe you're not recognized by sight, but then when people like when FaZe meets a trusted gun dealer and says, oh no, this is Shitwrecked, she runs Dreamland, this is the crew that popped Ajax, my old boss.
Yeah.
You know?
So we can say that even though Shitwrecked is known, I'm able to disguise myself enough through like my enhancements that I purposely built in to disguise myself that like when I become Nautica, people aren't like, oh look, there's Shitwrecked acting weird.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yes, absolutely. I think your disguises can be as elaborate as you want them to be. I think like whatever, people who know you personally that see you every day might be able to pick you out of the crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like keeping your publication, the Shitwrecked, your newspaper, and your corporate identity, like such as it is, that corporation doesn't exist so much anymore, but you still have a social circle that you can rely on for resources. And yeah, so it, like I said, it works like you want it to. It doesn't, it can bring some heat, obviously, like someone might, because of the impact you have on the block, like other gangs or whatever are going to start pushing back on you, or like have something to prove, or like Ricky's a little more open about who he is, right? Ricky Wars, he's known as being this kind of badass. It's sort of like in a Western where like when you become the fastest gun in the West, a lot of dumb fucks show up trying to prove that they're the fastest gun in the West.
Right.
So sometimes it leads to more trouble in its way. But it also leads to respect, right? So you're not going to get...
That's why it's called reputation, not goodwill.
Exactly, right? But also you're going to walk into a shop or something like that, and they will think twice before trying to rip you off or sell you something that's not worth your time or whatever like that, or try to steal from you or anything like that.
Cool.
You know, it works both ways, right? Like people are going to try to test themselves against you, but also they're not going to try to steal from you blatantly because they wouldn't. Like, this is why Dreamland still functions as a place where people can go and hang out and have fun, because it's like Roadhouse, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm an old man. I have old man movie references.
Hey, there's a new one.
Oh yeah, right.
It was the same idea.
Jake Gyllenhaal Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have the reputation to back it up, and so people don't fuck around. But yeah, I know. Like also, your character is a little particular. Like it's a different case where we want to make sure you have your two separate identities. Yeah, it's hard because I know also sometimes it feels like that corporate identity your spot gets blown up a little bit. But yeah, that's just that's the give and take, the push and pull, right? Of it.
So not to draw this out anymore,
Yeah,
but would my reputation then be the medic who works for her, or would I have my own reputation on
Yeah, I think it's built on all of it, right? Because you're not like Lauren is known as a gun for hire, as working for Shipwreck. That's not unless you want that a hidden fact. It doesn't seem like you're
Just
part
a
of this
range for
crew.
hire,
Yeah.
not a gun for hire.
But there's enough
I like that.
syringe for hire. Yeah, hypo spray for hire. But there's still plenty of people that know you from the Fourth Corporate War too. So like not all of those are dead. So the Aunt Judy, the Iyashi crowd, they know your reputation based on that as well. And also sometimes it just comes down to like literally the way you carry yourself. You know what I mean? Like reputation can just be like, when you meet someone that has the stink of experience on them, they walk into your, whatever, your studio or your shop or whatever, or call you for a gig or whatever it is. And you can tell over the phone that they have a reputation of at least 5.
They're legit.
Because
Yeah.
they're saying the right things. They know the right lingo. They're speaking the right, speaking the right language.
Ricky calls that swagger.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Swagger is also sort of rolled into it. That's why it affects your face down roll, right?
Yeah,
So when
right.
reputation is part of that. So when you're standing toe to toe, nose to nose with somebody, you have it's also an internal reputation. Like you trust in yourself and your own experience then you're able to exude that sort of aura.
Yeah. Max aura.
Yeah.
Aura level infinity.
Don't mess with that guy, kids. I'll stab you for a brain dance.
So just so you know, that reputation is not a score that just goes up too. Reputation is a score that goes up and down. It can fluctuate. So I imagine Lauren probably at one point was sitting around a 7, and then he kind of disappears for a little while, and it drops back down to a 5 or 4, even down to nothing, because you're just kind of off the scene. But then you show back up, and after 1 or 2 runs, it's like, oh shit, this guy's back. Who is he? Oh, I heard a rumor he was in the Fourth Corporate War, and then that's how that kind of works. And also, if you just get schooled, right? Like if you fail a roll, if you get to you pull a Ricky Wars and you drink 1 shot and you get to you fail your roll,
stage.
you fall off the stage.
Yeah,
that can affect your reputation.
And it
negatively.
just happens to be a media person who doesn't like me there. Then
yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, and
I thought it was hard.
Yeah, rival media groups can also work to affect reputation.
Yeah.
Or if Shitwreck decides that they need to lower their profile, you could even do that. If you feel like the reputation is a negative on your crew, I would absolutely allow you to make moves to lower that.
Just bring Nautica back.
Yeah.
I love Nautica.
Yeah, because your spread rumor ability is totally capable of doing that. Usually people are trying to build their reputation, but I could definitely see reasons why you'd want to go lower profile.
Well, if you say for example, you wanted to improve your reputation with Corpo, maybe reducing your reputation with Street might help.
Yeah.
There's
It's
also
interesting
strategic reasons. Yeah.
Because as a game design mechanic, there's only one number. There is an argument to be made, like homebrewing it, where you have 3 different reps.
That's true.
And but it's just overcomplicating the situation. I think for right now, what we're talking about is your street level rep is high enough that you could. The only reason I even brought it up is because I want. Because there was a time in season 1 you couldn't meet this guy. There's a reason why this gear doesn't have access to it. Things like that, you'll be able to buy better things, organize better meets, meet with better fixers, get better jobs. Our game has evolved to where you're not going to a fixer and getting a mission. It's because it's season 3. We're working on our own thing. But there's definitely a time when you'll want to do that if you want to make money or need to. It's a good question, right? And we spent a lot of time on it, but I think it's worth it because it is one of those mechanics that's pretty unique to Cyberpunk and can be fun, you know.
It's just a very Cyberpunk thing, I feel, to have that, oh my god, they're not dead yet rep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's like
right.
because, you know, everybody dies in Cyberpunk in Night City.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And then your rep can go up after you die too.
Yeah.
Cool. What were we doing?
So we're in the night market. We're turning heads. We've got high reputation.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, even it's just down to the clothes you're wearing. You know, they're a little more expensive and they don't have bullet holes in them.
Sick.
I slide my arm under Shitrex. I almost said Nautica. Under Shitrex. And I go,
It's
Mom.
a different kind of shopping.
And I said, Mommy, can I have some toys?
Ew. Hold on.
Come on, I gotta listen to everything.
Don't ever do that again. I wanted to ask with Spark Plug. Is that her name? Spark Plug. I wanted to get before they both went off, and just I wanted to know, like, hey, do you have an estimate for how much this is going to cost? Ballpark it for me.
Looking for maybe $2,000, if that's possible. Chino answers.
Okay.
I know that's a high dollar amount, but
yeah, but this is worth it. We need it. We can't lose ground here. We gotta protect our people. So I'll transfer that over to them.
okay. Thanks, boss.
Anytime. Make it, use it wisely.
Yeah. And it's worth even mentioning mechanically here. Cost of living is also a part of the Cyberpunk rulebook.
Yeah.
Maintaining a club is expensive, and maintaining essentially an army at this point that controls the block. And the Santiagos do it because because they're good people or whatever. They're not on your payroll specifically per se, but it's definitely a part of the expense of living the way you guys do.
I think Brad would have something to say about it if they didn't.
Right, exactly, right, yeah. You have a family connection, essentially. Like, I think at least Chino and Sparkplug think of you guys as family. And this 2K, I'm literally making a note of it. It's just so you know, that's not just, you're not just setting money on fire.
Okay.
This will matter when the chips are down.
Cool.
Just so you know. Cool.
Back to you.
Yeah.
What are you thinking you need?
Well, I need as many ways to see without being seen down there as possible. So I'm gonna ask you for an infrared scope with night vision, goggles if we can do that, and have a little bit of experience going into a place that's fallen apart because there's something of value in there. It's easy to lose your way. Mm-hmm. So a way to drop breadcrumbs on our trail. It could be as simple as glow sticks.
All right.
I have glow in the dark paint.
I think I do too.
We can mark our way as we go. Let's try.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I would also, it would be helpful to us and also very helpful to anybody who's trying to track us on this mission if we're marking things with glow paint. So
It would be.
If she's a fixer, then why doesn't she have this shit already?
She's not a fixer.
Well, aren't we doing our job for her?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make her our fixer?
No. So, you know more about this than any of us. Would there be any benefit to certain enhancements for us? Do we need gills? We're going underwater. What's the situation here?
potentially we could be in the water. Anything is possible, but we have a ship that's going to be taking us. So if everything goes to plan, we won't be in the water. If you want to cyberly augment yourself, that's be my guest. But it's.
But the ship also goes under the water.
Yeah.
That's your hope.
As far as I know, yes.
I was hoping it was a submersible, but
All right. Well, how much is your shit?
let's ask Face's guy or whatever.
Hey, right
I
in
mean,
here.
I can
Come here.
ballpark it.
He brings you into a sort of, it's a roll up door,
Sure.
right? Like an elephant door. It's only like 4 feet high though, so you kind of got to duck a little bit to get under it. And it just looks kind of whatever, like spray painted and like nothing. But when you walk in, you're struck by there's first like a little curve of a hallway, so you can't really see from the street, and then there's like an enormous gorilla of a man, and FaZe gives him a little fist bump, and the gorilla of a man doesn't say anything. He just kind of and then you walk past him around a corner into sort of like a long rectangular warehouse of a space, but the walls are just sort of bare plaster and a concrete floor, but on the floor is like grandfather clocks,
Nice.
like nice kind of like designer antique furniture, lamps, like sort of ornate whatever, some like mid-century modern coffee tables. Like you just walked into like a furniture store almost, but then as you continue on, there's a counter and a sort of grizzled looking, not grizzled maybe isn't the right word, but a little scruffy, bearded guy back behind a counter, and there's a wall with a variety of weapons, almost like you walk into like a designer sneaker place where they have all the expensive sneakers that are lit. He kind of has all that also, and you're seeing racks of weapons organized by brand maybe, or manufacturer I should say. Brand is just as accurate in Cyberpunk when you're talking about weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like some, but also interspersed throughout all of it are like vintage movie posters. So like, everything from like Alfred Hitchcock, Vertigo, and Die Hard, and Pulp Fiction. Just like everywhere you look is another like vintage movie poster. Kind of, it's all very aesthetic, but very random at the same time.
Dune Part 2.
I know. I was like, anything's vintage to this day and age.
Yeah.
Barbie,
Challengers.
The Wicked movie.
Yeah.
That's true. Everything.
Wicked
is,
for Good. The Ariana Grande biopic. Because she's
Even got
dead.
some like kids movies in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Paw Patrol the movie.
Oh my God.
Paw Patrol, but they're all cybered out. It's a nomad team.
Yeah. It's the Batman. It's THEE Batman. It's like the 5th or 6th it's hard to remember, the 5th or 6th reboot where you learn the origin story of Batman again for some reason. And this one stars I wish I could pull one child actor out of my brain right now, but I can't seem to do it. All right. So, and as you approach, the man's face lights up and he's like, "Oi, FaZe!" And he goes and they do one of those like bro hug things. And FaZe is like, "Hey, let me introduce you. This is my boss I was telling you about." And he's like, "Oh, very, very nice to meet you." And he offers up a hand to shake to whoever's in front. Who's
Me.
okay?
Me.
Come on.
Me. Hey, how's it going?
He gives you like a real tough guy handshake.
Yeah. A
real
pound.
firm.
It's a pound.
Yeah, pounds it. Very Night City, very cool.
Then we do the forearm. No. Just a regular pound. Yep. Very Night City.
Like, Ricky Wars, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, they call me the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Hey.
Have I heard of the Kraken?
Make a Streetwise roll.
Oh, first
some
roll of the
dice.
session. Let me put my shopping list
You're all
away.
welcome to make that roll if you try to figure out who the Kraken is.
I don't think Martian cares.
No, and on that, I just find a bench or a seat somewhere, and I just sit back and light a cigarette.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Too cool for school.
All right, Streetwise, plus 10. Here we go.
Plus 10.
See right here. Okay. 12.
With a 12, I don't think you have heard specifically of the Kraken. But it's easy to get the vibe that, you know, who he is. He looks like a dealer. He's got, what other kind of role could we get? Just examining the room. International goods, stuff, imported things,
Just do
old
perception.
things. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Depends on what you're looking for.
Weapons tech.
Okay.
You can make a weapons tech roll if you want to get a look
identify
at what's on the wall. Yeah. Whatever you're looking for. What can I help you guys with?
Well, a couple of things. Why don't we start with what you need?
I don't need anything.
You don't need anything?
No.
It's like
Well-
she came prepared.
Well, we need a way to mark our way.
Mark your way.
Mark our way through somewhere dark that doesn't necessarily leave a trail for that others can easily find.
Just don't you just remember the way out?
You hear Shirek like snort laugh behind, like
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. These are fine questions. These are fine questions. Yet it's still important.
He's like a Hansel and Gretel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now we're vibing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have bread, but I might be able to think of something for you.
It could also be something that could be seen electronically as well.
Sure.
You know. Other than that, I need an infrared scope, or infrared goggles that I can use with a scope, and you have armor that can keep you. You have armor that can keep me quiet, and still not, and still stop a bullet.
Hey, of course.
Okay.
I thought you were people of discerning tastes. This is pedestrian.
Oh, you want me to give you brand names?
Look, I can see face. He tells me you got the scratch. You got a reputation for yourselves. I'm here to help you upgrade. Okay? This isn't a mom and pop operation here. I'm not selling you an infrared scope. You could get that down at the fucking corner. Let me show you this. And he pulls out. Are you guys armed? What are you packing right now?
Basic shit.
Your basic shit?
Yeah.
Can I also send
Yeah.
a message to Ricky's agent and just send get it together?
Look, we've been doing street level shit for a while, man. I just walked into Saks Fifth Avenue and asked for like,
Get it together. Don't make me unfrontman you.
oh, please, ain't no shame. In it. I was like, no shame in my game. I agent you back. I go, okay, so I've just received word that perhaps upgrading to something more distinguished would be a terrible idea. I look around. Is any of that stuff out?
Make a perception or weapons tech check.
Okay.
We'll see what you see.
Okay. Okay. Do perception for 17.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. You recognize some brand names, and you see some things that you don't recognize, but you can tell are a very high quality make. He says, a scope, huh? And he pulls out a long gun. He takes something off the wall behind him that has a scope on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got your infrared scope. This here was made by a Chechnyan designer that I know personally. I met him overseas.
Mm-hmm.
He only made 15 of these. So this is what we're fucking dealing with here. Otherwise, go to the gun mart, okay? It's gonna set you back.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah.
Above table, for better or for worse, Ricky is used to dealing with the best he could find on the street. So this is new for him.
Sure.
At the end of the day, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Your reputation 7. You just walked into. It's maybe your first time in a place that is this at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lift the weapon. It's lightweight but surprisingly balanced. Take a look down the barrel. I would make a weapons tech check. I'll let you see what you know. Or any of your deduction, I guess, if you want to use an intelligence skill.
Deduction, or could I use my long arm skill just from?
Oh, like a sure, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Just go ahead, your shoulder arms.
Because weapons tech is, let's see, weapons tech
Maybe under a tech skill.
plus 3. All right, just banking on my experience with shoulder arms in general.
Sure.
Let's go with that. And that's going to be. Boom. Plus 14, 18.
18. So yeah, without even him telling you, it feels quick to move. It's links with your smart gun,
Mm-hmm.
right?
My smart link.
Your smart link. When you put it up to your eye, it's a scope, but as you it has a haptic in your smart link where you can switch the display on the scope through your infrared, through your magnifications, and it's like dook, 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 and you can get different magnifications. Above table, essentially, you're gonna end up with a +2 assault rifle with a scope.
Okay.
That has infrared, ultraviolet, and
night vision.
Yeah, and night vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
I checked the action on it.
yeah, it's but the trigger pulls smooth. It feels straight, lightweight. The shoulder stock is made out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you've never seen one made out of wood before, because pretty rare.
Yeah.
And it's like well oiled and has like nice.
Yeah.
It has a nice sheen to it.
And I look at him. Waterproof?
I mean, as far as these things go, I wouldn't go trying to discharge a firearm under the underwater.
No. I'm saying if it gets wet and I come back to dry land, it still does what it's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Also, barrels removable. The stock, you can see there's a little catch. You can fold that in half. It'll fit down into
Okay.
it would fit in a small attaché.
Because you could.
break it down.
Because you could break it down easily. Okay, great. And the stock looks like it could come off, and I could put on a different stock if I want to, a shorter stock.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what the weapon does is you can fire it as an assault rifle or a sniper rifle, depending on the setting on the scope that you're using.
Okay.
So, the barrel is so straight and so honed that it doesn't have to be exceptionally long in order to make those longer shots. But
Okay.
feels good.
I look at my agent. And I send them a message to Shitwreck. Like, I'm trying really hard to be cool right now, but I'm really turned on. Okay. Well, it looks good. What are you asking?
As for you, 2K out the door. But if you don't mind it, let's talk to the brains of the operation. He's clocked that you guys are messaging each other. Very much so.
Not so much the brains, but the money. I mean, she's extremely smart.
I have just a thing for you, sweetheart.
Tell me more.
This is the ballistic overview system. It's just a pair of they're like sort of semi-fashionable looking glasses. Ballistic overview system, also known as the BOSS. What we have here is a piece of military tech developed during the Fourth Corporate War. This is a squad leader's unit, and you can buy individual relays for each of your allies. What this does is allow you to spot weaknesses, make tactical decisions, get an overview of your situation, and immediately transmit that information to all of your allies, giving them advantages.
I like the sound of
Have I
that.
worked with something like that before?
Possibly make a history-ish check or
History-ish.
education. Sorry, I want to give you an option to use a skill that you think would apply to your military experience.
Education?
Sure.
20.
20. Holy shit! Yes. Yeah, you've never used the hub, but you've been connected to one before. So essentially, this is what a squad leader would use. It's also really useful for snipers because you have a spotter that's able to target and pick weaknesses. Above table, what this does is it gives you a variety of options. I can send you the thing if you end up buying it.
Cool. Is it in the thing or no?
In the thing.
In the app?
No.
Okay.
This is a homebrew piece of kit. Above table, just so you know what you're buying before you have to spend all the money. You'll be able to make a variety of rolls. So like make sure I say it right. I worked yesterday. Shout out to John the Wise for helping me with the design on this. So when you roll deduction on, you're going to use DVs based on assault rifle ranges, and you're going to use your deduction skill. And if you use deduction, you're able to target a weakness on a thing, which will give your allies a +2 on called shots. For each consecutive round that you maintain the lock, they get another +2, capping out at +8. So if you spend all 4 rounds, you can do called shots without any penalty. So sniper, you're the person setting the target. Sniper waits, gets all of the bonuses, and then can do headshots without penalty. Using tactics.
I shudder. With joy.
I want to explain it in character, but also I want you to know what the
Oh,
actual
yeah,
things
of
are.
course.
Yeah.
So using your tactics skill, you can immediately learn your target's entire loadout, so whatever weapons they have on them. You can tell whether their weapons have been recently discharged, and then if you maintain a tactics lock on a target, it'll count. It'll tell you, not 100% reliably, but depending on the weapon, if it's something that it's familiar with, it can judge the size of the clip, keep track of the rounds expired, and hopefully let you know when target needs to reload.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then once you've locked with tactics, you continue to roll every round, but you don't have to make an action for that. So you spend an action getting the lock. Once it's on, you roll to maintain it every turn, but it doesn't take your action.
Okay.
And then library search will be. And
you were like, what? Does shipwreck have high points in?
Yeah.
It's not fighting.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of like above table talk this session.
That's cool though.
The library search will give you instant access to updated police records and military records on. Not that information isn't always available depending on who you're fighting with or whatever, but if there's a target that has a military record, you can get a hold of it.
Very cool.
And then whenever you take damage, you have to roll your concentration to keep these things. So it's not like you can be in a firefight and be like trying to do a sniper targeting, right? So also like if people do suppressive fire or things like that, you could break your concentration. But essentially it allows you to be the boss. And
Overwatch to some degree. Yeah. That's great.
so the unit itself is going to be 1,000 eddies. But each relay is going to be an extra 200. So I don't know. I know your pockets are deep, but I want to give you some options here.
One last above table question, because I would know this. What is the? Remind me what the negotiating skill is.
You could try to face down with him.
Okay.
There's conversation is one of the skills that we could use here.
Okay.
Also,
conversation, business.
yeah, exactly. There is a business.
Persuasion?
And persuasion.
Persuasion, I think, is probably the
one you would use, yeah.
I mean, I have conversation as well, but my point is, but I would also know this. Who's the better negotiator? I think, although my persuasion's high, but
I don't know. That's up to you.
yeah. We would know. You and I would know.
And Ricky, with your affinity for shotguns, something else catches your eye on the back wall. You see a short-barreled shotgun that looks like you haven't seen one like this before.
What's that?
This is my buddy Jack. This is Jack Breacher. I just call him Jack for short.
Hello, Mr. Breacher.
This guy here is when you absolutely want to unload both barrels. So I call it the Breacher because you kick the door down and pow! Only buckshot, unfortunately, the 2 slugs. But it's a rate of fire 2 shotgun, so it's a double blast of buckshot. Takes an action to reload though.
So you're reloading after each shot.
So it's like a short shotgun. You gotta reload every shot, but you can hold it with one hand and you can blast an area with 2 full rounds of buckshot.
How much is that?
This is also a 1,000 eddies. Everything in Cyberpunk is like 500 or 1,000 or
2,000 or 5,000.
And then there is no like 150 or like $39.99.
You find 127 gold pieces and 54 silver.
Martian, something catches your eye also. You see, maybe you guys, I'm trying to figure out timeline right now. You see a small, it almost looks like a cat, but it's tiny. But it catches your eye because it's made up of a bunch of what you recognize to be like nanobots.
I love that. Love that a lot.
And it's sitting on the counter.
Can I give it scritches?
My nemesis, the nanobot cat.
The nanobot cat. So, Shipwreck, you would recognize kind of the idea of what this is, but it's way smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, you touch the cat, and its tail swishes a little bit. You detect like an interface with the bots, like a wireless interface.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Who is this little guy?
Oh, this here's a prototype I had made for a very famous late musician type. He's recently deceased. I don't know if you might have heard about it in the news.
Terrible tragedy.
He ended up going with a bigger model that had some more weapons, but this was just a sort of proof of concept. It's very rare, not particularly for sale at the moment, but I mean everything's for sale.
What does it do?
Well, check this out.
She's gonna love this.
So he pulls out a little pad, and the cat just disintegrates into a bunch of sand, essentially. And then he hits another button, and it turns into like a little snake that crawls across the table. And then he hits the button again, and it turns into like a little sparrow that can fly, and it flitters around, and then it lands. He's like, it doesn't have the weapons capabilities that we put into the eventual design, but this has a full, pardon me, you get a drink of water.
Too excited about all your tech over there.
They don't have smog checks in the city.
Nope.
So.
Yeah.
No one says
Air pollution is bad.
It's these fires. We are in the time of the orange. But full optical and audio transmission over 100 yards. So it's able to take on just about any shape that you can program. It uses 3D modeling. I don't know how familiar you are with computers. You seem like the type. Open to design any 3D model that you can design. The mechanics are a little bit limited, but certainly useful for recon or any kind of slither through a keyhole, that kind of thing.
That is very interesting. If I were to eventually purchase, how much would this run me?
This is pretty rare. I don't know. It seems like you're building up quite a tab here, but I'd be looking. It's one of a kind. Got some sentimental value. I'm gonna need maybe close to $2,000 for that.
Did you build this yourself?
No, I had this designed by a fella that he was a fella in Japan. Worked closely with you know who and all that.
And what was this person's name?
That's gonna cost you more than $2,000 to learn that. Nah, all my suppliers are very, very private people. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah. Anything? What about you? Anyone ever tell you look like Wolverine?
There's a poster of Logan in the shop. He's sitting under it.
Smoking a cigarette under it. It's
like, no.
It's Wolverine and Deadpool, and Ricky's standing next to him.
Exactly.
In a red jacket.
Exactly. He pulls out 3 needles from his fingers.
And he's like, I have gotten that before.
Need anything? You all set?
I mean, I stocked up back at the clinic. I don't. You got weapons and shit here. I don't think you got anything for me.
Fair enough.
Well, we could also use some... Listen, keep it all out here, and then we'll talk about what we're taking. Do you also have breathers?
Breathers. Like for the air quality?
Or water quality?
Not much call for that in Night City. Unfortunately, I could probably hook it up for you, but it's going to take time.
Okay, that's okay. We'll hit you up if we still need that. So far... Oh, also, last one. Do I need a sneak suit?
A sneak suit?
Something sneaky? No? I don't know. You've got stuff I've never heard of before. I'm being honest with you.
Oh, listen. Well, I don't think this is the place for that.
Are you talking about optical camouflage?
It doesn't have to be that fancy.
Like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but that is cool.
Optical camouflage could be attained, but that's a big one.
No. Just something that keeps me quiet.
Last time I came across that was a pretty serious Arasaka assassin. Believe it or not, he stepped on a bag of kibble.
And gave him away.
I had to repair we had to get the hood repaired because of the hole that went straight through.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the guy that smoked him, man, fucking lucky, right?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's Kibble.
That's Kibble.
It's Kibble.
So let me ask you this. Do you have any sort of... If we were to get all of it, any sort of group discount on that?
Like a bundle, if we're bundling.
And before you answer that, what are the kinds of things you appreciate that you need? Like if we go out and we find something that we don't need, but would work for you, I'd love to keep this partnership happy and alive. And you seem like a great contact. And if you're gonna help us, well, we like to help the people that help us.
No, I appreciate that. I think FaZe has brought me some business. He's sort of informed me a little bit of, all on the QT, as they say, that you're proper chooms, you're capable people. Don't know all of you personally, but you got eyes on the street, ears on the ground, noses that smell, things.
Sure.
All 5 senses. Tongues out there tasting the wind.
Interesting.
But I digress.
No, I feel like you have at least 5 more metaphors in there.
Got fingers touching the truth. Sick. 5 was. There's not that many senses, man.
I knew I'd stump you.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I'm interested in new relationships. I hear you guys are doing a good job of locking down that block. The Santiago territory is well known. I know you've been getting a little heat recently, but that's what happens. You get bigger and things push back. I think we could be mutually beneficial here. I'm looking to make money. Mostly I'm interested in, look around. I'm a sucker for an antique.
Yeah, you are.
They're beautiful.
They're one hell of a collection.
Yeah. But I gotta make money.
Of course.
So I don't even remember. How much did we end up with? I think you been taking notes?
Yeah, the whole everything would be about 6,600.
See, that sounds about right. I think you trust your math. Does that include relays for
Yeah.
your allies?
Sure does.
I tell you what, if you're buying the Jack Breacher, the Chechnyan Special, my pet cat.
I don't think that is going to be what we purchased today, but thank you for the information.
It's pretty useful.
I know, and I do desperately want it, but
Okay. A woman of restraint, a person of restraint, I see.
it's not my money, so.
It does have a bunch of practical applications.
Let the man answer the question.
Okay.
I'll throw in the relays for free, $6,000 flat. Does that feel okay to you?
Sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
The whole thing, $6,000 flat.
I look at him like, don't.
How about
Ricky,
knock off another 500 and you can get VIP treatment at Dreamland for as long as we keep this going.
It's an expensive VIP ticket. Why don't you roll persuasion?
There's also a trading skill,
Trading
which is
skill.
also connected to cool. Might be fun to use that one.
So persuasion is +4. So let's start.
He's gonna want to do persuasion.
I feel like Shitrek is trading actual like services, and Ricky's just trying to persuade him to like be a fan.
Yeah.
Ricky
Or
is
just like come
on my nerves.
Well, the thing is, there is a price tag to it, right? And it is kind of an exclusive treatment. We do have a VIP
We
line.
have so much money.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
It's fine.
Okay, persuasion.
That's how you go,
Face down is inherently aggressive.
So much.
Yeah.
So much less than I was prepared.
If I think
Yeah, I mean it's in the combat
here's how.
section.
It is aggressive. Essentially, what would happen is just to like talk about the mechanics of it. If you fail your persuasion and you persist, that becomes a face down.
Okay.
If you win the face down, you've then modified the DC, the DV, excuse me. So then you can actually make another persuasion roll. So the way it works is you can't try a skill twice unless you change something. So if you change it by doing a face down, then you can do persuasion again by getting that +2.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, so try your persuasion.
So let's try this persuasion.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. 21.
21. Holy crap.
It's a good time in there. People usually have to spend a lot of money to get that sort of treatment, and you would get it whenever you come in, anytime,
Yeah.
as often as you want.
A lot of good-looking people dancing to cool music.
Mike. And at least one day a week, it's my music.
Son of a bitch. FaZe, what do you think? Of course, FaZe shrugs. All right, 5,500. You twisted my arm.
There you go. Listen, it's good for business too. You bring potential clients in there, they'll be impressed.
How about for the club, little decor?
But,
I got this really bitchin' Blade Runner poster.
oh, yeah, absolutely. We've been looking to spruce things up.
Oh man, I just want that in the office.
I want that in real life.
Yeah. How much for the Blade Runner poster? Let me guess, 500 eddies.
5,000? No. It wouldn't be cheap, but it'd be like 100 eddies.
Okay.
As you're asking that, you hear an explosion outside.
Oh shit. Pay the man.
And yeah, he Do we have a deal?
Oh, absolutely.
I start grabbing the gear.
I give the cat one last scratch.
Did you buy
I
the
bought
cat?
it.
You bought the cat
I bought the cat.
for me?
Yeah.
Or do you keep the cat?
No, it's mine. No, I buy it. I don't say anything. I don't give it to her. I don't do anything. But I buy it, and it's in all the
puts it
gear.
in the bag.
It's all
No,
in the
I
bag.
don't want. No, that's all right.
Okay.
I do one quick perception check just around to see if there's anything that would be cool for me, so that I could, now that she's bought everything and paid for it and we're done with the transaction, now I'm going to look.
Oh my god. Dumb.
Okay, make your perception check.
I've been waiting this whole time to get
Christ.
You two are gonna be the death of me.
17. I got it.
17. So what specifically are you?
But just
looking
anything
for?
that like would be of value to me, like any sort of like injector or like a kind of. I mean, I have a dart gun, but like something similar to that, like something that like would help me inject people, or
Sure.
some kind of special serum that's somewhere, anything like that.
You don't see, like, you would know immediately, like, your pharmaceutical training. You don't see, he doesn't deal in drugs, it seems like, no street drugs or otherwise. It's mostly hardware and antiques. You do see weirdly, a crossbow that you recognize as something that can take your dart gun, but it's a little heavier and bigger and longer range. Yeah.
Ooh, you
Have
probably
like a
load.
scope on it and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's like something that Ted Nugent would hunt with.
Ted Nugent.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
That's great.
It's got too many bells and whistles. And then I walk by and I go, boss.
Yeah, it's nice. You want it? Why'd you wait for now?
I didn't see it till now.
So how much is that?
1,000 heads.
I just gave it to him because I feel I'm like I don't want to. I feel like we're on the brink of losing this relationship we've tenuously crafted with Ricky's extra haggling.
Yeah, and 1,000 eddies is like a normal price for a +1 weapon, which is essentially what you're grabbing.
Cool.
There was just an explosion.
There was just an explosion. We
Yeah.
should get out of here.
Boss. That's the guy at the front door.
Gorilla Man.
Better close up shop. And he's like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
You don't gotta tell
Stay
me
safe,
twice.
don't die.
Hold on, I peek out the door first.
Yeah, as you come up, you come up to the rolling door and you kind of duck and look under. You just see in the middle of the night market, there's a car that is upside down and on fire, and people are kind of running in all directions. It's just kind of chaotic.
Okay. All right, let's boogie chooms.
Do we
Stay
see
together.
the spark plug and Chino?
You don't, but as you step out from the door, you get the impression there was some sort of communication block. Like, this whole thing is stealth. Nobody can look in or out or communicate in or out of his little shop. Chino hits your comm and you hear, boss, we're kind of pinned down here. And you hear gunshots. And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Oh, son of a... Good thing I just bought a lot of hardware.
Yay!
Hello! I apologize for this short interruption, but I wanted to offer on behalf of myself and everybody involved in making this show a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. We hope you're enjoying watching the game as much as we enjoy playing it. Now, if you are enjoying the show, I just want you to know that there's a whole lot more Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction, so click that subscribe button so you can come back next week and not miss any of the action. One more thing, if you have a friend or a gaming group or anybody at all that you think would enjoy this content, go ahead and share it with them. That way we can continue to grow the community and share this game with as many people as possible. But most importantly, just tune in next week for more of Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. Once again, thank you.
Our program is made possible in part by subscribers like you. Thank you.
Chino and Sparkplug are pinned down, and
What
you
did you
don't really
guys
know the
do?
situation.
Where are they?
So there's a car flaming right there. Chino and Sparkplug are in that little pile of...
They found a table and a couch to
Yeah, they like kicked over a table and took cover.
in the middle of a street.
In the middle of the street, yeah. Well, it was...
It's a market. People have things on tables.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a market. Okay,
There were like
sorry.
food stalls, and this whole
got
thing
it,
is
got
like a block of the night market.
Got it.
And so some of it is indoors, like your shop was like indoors, but some of it is just like stalls set up on the street.
Got it.
Okay. I should have been doing... I'm acting like we're already rolling.
We
Are we already rolling?
We can roll. Yeah.
Yeah, we're already... Hey,
We're
welcome back. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I was gonna mention though, when you opened the show up, you were like, "And go ahead and."
Yeah, you seemed really sad about it.
I was like, dude, like it's not painful. Like,
We really want them to. Like,
it was like, and then like once he was done with the like announcements, he was like, "Okay, now we're playing games." And I was like,
This is the part I
I was
like.
like, he really hates this.
This is the part I like.
It's a... yeah. Yeah, it's not intuitive to me to ask for things, you know.
Sure.
But it's something you get used to, I guess.
Roll
cool.
for initiative.
Already?
Yeah. Do we really want the episode to
Yeah.
the second half to start with? Okay,
We
great.
can we can redo it if you want. We talked about it enough. We should just redo it.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Welcome back to episode already in progress. There's a flaming car. Chino and Sparkplug are pinned down in the middle of the block. They found cover behind, they've kicked over some tables and some stuff and have found some semblance of cover. You walk out. The street is almost empty because people seem to have scattered. And that's the situation as you walk out the door. We can roll for initiative.
All right.
Let's roll for initiative.
Woohoo!
That is a really good roll.
Okay.
9.
What'd you get? Still.
Remind me, initiative is plus.
It's combat. Go to your combat,
Yeah.
and it'll be there.
All right.
I got 16.
Wait, what? Why do I have a minus
Just-
armor penalty?
Keep scrolling down.
Oh, there it
Initiative
is.
right
It's
there.
just plus 8. Okay.
Yeah, 16 more.
So it's just plus reflexes. Damn, 9.
Whoa,
And 9 for Ricky.
that's crazy. You're way faster than
I
me.
know. I know.
so
that
technically
was
you'll
really-
go at the same time, but we'll have you do your move first.
Terrible roll.
And then shipwreck, what did you get?
I'm confused because it's telling me I have a -4 armor penalty, and I don't understand why.
A -4 armor penalty?
Yeah.
What armor do you have equipped right now?
Is that something left over from the last game?
I don't know. I don't even know where it's coming from. Am I not wearing? Wait. Gear. My clothing. Oh, why would I? Why is there no? Wait, here's the armor. I don't know. I'm wearing the Skid Row trench. I don't know why it's giving me minus.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, initiative is just plus reflexes.
Yeah.
So
That's
Right
it.
here, reflex Dex and
Oh.
move reduced by 4.
Oh, because where's your hit points at right now?
My hit
Did
points
you-
are fine. I
So
redo them.
it's the item she has equipped.
Yeah, okay. So
Does that.
I realized that was the thing. There, fine. Screw you. I won't wear you ever again. Because I should have known that. Okay, so then if it's not that, then
Oh,
7.
7. Okay. Okay. So I can explain. You were wearing heavy armor.
Oh, it's considered heavy armor.
Yeah, that's why you were able to get your SP up over 11 because that's considered heavy armor, and then it slows you down. So, which
Slow enough.
whatever, you're slow enough. The initiative wouldn't matter so much. I don't
Well,
think.
it minused 4 to it, so I had a +1, so I would have had a 3 initiative.
but your actual move stat, I think, is reduced. I'm not sure.
Also, move is reduced, so I had 5 moves, so I'd have 1.
Yeah.
Really just gonna say that, guys. Don't even ask me.
And then, okay. Okay. Lauren, you're first out. You don't see any hostiles as far as you can tell.
Okay. I just yell out, Chino got eyes, as I pull out my new crossbow.
Yeah, he responds. Pin down 2 points. One's in the building, and the other one I don't know.
I take cover over here.
Yeah, you can move yourself. I think that you got 7, right?
That's me, right? Yeah. And I just look through my scope at the building and just sort of take point there.
Make a perception check.
Ooh. 17.
With the 17 and your training, you don't actually see any combatants, but you definitely see this little bank. And if you were ambushing somebody, you'd be hiding there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you that. They're literally, if they're there, they're in full cover. They're not even showing themselves.
Okay.
And then this other building here has windows that are busted out
Which one?
right along here.
Okay.
So you see a few broken windows there.
Okay. And that's all my actions I can do at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ricky, you got a plan?
Always.
Never.
That's always the plan. All right, so I see fire, but I do see fire coming from those windows.
So
And that
you don't
corner?
see fire. Now that come back here and I'll yell at you.
Okay.
You mean like the flames fire?
No, like gunfire.
You haven't seen any gunfire as of yet, but you can. I suppose Lauren points out the broken windows in this building here, but you don't see anybody poking their heads out yet.
I don't see anyone up there just yet. I am going to. I need these guys to take cover. But let me see if I can take cover here. I'm gonna see if I can work my way
This way.
up the stairs, but I can take cover here for now. See if that's, I can make it there.
Yeah, sure. What's your movement?
7.
Here, you move just 7 inches, and then you can use your action to move as well. So moving 14. So you could, if you're just running, you can be behind those stairs. You can get up the stairs if you want.
Okay. Then I'm fully exposed, so I could just
Yep.
come up here and take cover.
Yep.
And then see what I see. It's like, point them out if you see them. Take cover. You too. Don't make me tell you twice. Then get up there.
Do not have to tell me twice. You did not have to tell me once.
I also would have given you hand signals to be
Yeah.
like possible hiding over there, in that direction.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I give you a signal to show you where I'm moving.
So
And I duck down there.
Are you hiding or are you up above the?
Well, my move is done, right?
Yeah, you could go a little further if you want, but you'd literally just be standing on the roof of the building.
I know. I would just be a target. If I duck down, that's full cover. Mm-hmm. If I'm peeking, it's partial cover.
Yeah, and they'd have to blow apart the concrete wall to. If you're in full cover, they have to blow apart the concrete wall.
Okay.
Otherwise, they can shoot at you. But you don't know if anybody's even marked you yet.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's marked me, but I'm gonna take full cover anyway.
Okay. If you're all the way down behind the wall, then they can't see you.
Yeah, because I can't attack on this round anyway after moving that much.
Yep, that's true.
So
okay. So you're crouched all the way down behind the wall.
all the way down.
I need one more initiative roll here. Totally forgot.
I've got this duffel bag slung over my back.
Always.
So the guy liked us so much, it was a Birkin bag.
Martian.
Birkin duffel.
Birkin devil.
Martian.
Can you pass me the ruler?
Yes.
I need to get another. Where even am I?
I'll be there.
7. Okay.
So you could follow it, be at the bottom of the stairs, or you can go with Lauren's side.
Oh, that might be better for me. God damn. Martian likes Ricky more. So I'm gonna double move. That'll just be 7, 2. I can get right behind him.
Yep.
Yeah. So, up here, kid. Stay down.
Great.
Excellent. Okay, FaZe, if you want to just grab FaZe, he is going to go ahead and... Well, first he actually looks to Shitwrecked. Which way, boss?
Cover Lauren.
He looks up at Ricky. And then moves. If you want to move FaZe, you can move him. Yeah. Essentially, you can use FaZe as you will. He's at this point been working for you long enough that he is your assistant. And now it's your turn. Shipwrecked.
Can't make it anywhere. With my movement.
Your movement's 5?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I can get this. I can get behind this. I can't get to the stairs.
Click, plop, click, plop, click, plop.
I can do this situation.
Well, if you run, you can move 10, right?
Yeah, but that's a little crowded, don't you think?
Okay.
And then I want to just call to Chino and be like, "Did you get what you need?"
Sure, yeah. You talking about shopping? Yeah, we're good.
As in, but it's shopping you can use right now.
That's kind of the point, yeah.
I mean,
You got new toys, man. Use them.
Yeah.
and then, well, am I able to? Can I observe and use my tactics to kind of understand more of what's happening? Or
Sure. Yeah, you could roll tactics.
You did double move.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. No,
Okay,
don't
so
listen
if
to
you
me.
just moved 5, and then
moved 5.
go ahead and roll. Use what you like. If you want to use tactics, that's fine.
So used to being so slow. I was
know.
like, wasn't that a double move?
Ooh, 19.
A 19. Okay. At the start of the fight, you take in the battlefield, as it were. Clearly seeing Chino and Sparkplug pinned down. They aren't moving. In fact, let's get a perception check on top of that, just to see using your optics. Because, yeah.
Wait, did I write it down? I always find human perception and not regular perception on this thing.
Look under P.
It's because it's alphabetical.
I know, but they're all in different categories.
Oh, There's
There
a
it
switch
is.
on the app. You can switch from alphabetical to grouped.
Oh. Ooh.
Hey.
16 plus 12. 28.
Yeah, okay. So you can see Chino is bleeding. He looks kind of hurt. The flipped over car, you it's a high roll and a good tactics roll. So car looks like it was detonated on purpose. You see gun barrels on the edges of the broken windows, but only because you have the 200-yard magnification, right? And then with your tactics roll, you look at the way that Chino and Sparkplug have positioned their cover. In fact, you can see from that angle, it'd be hard to see any sort of bullet holes or whatever. But you can see that table has taken some fire. So you're certain that there are combatants hiding in this little barricade. But they're in full cover right now. But that the two barrels poking out of these windows are basically on overwatch for Chino and Sparkplug. But it's essentially they're in a fully dark room, so it's like hard to even see them. It's clearly they've, using your tactics roll, they almost planned this. And it would even occur to you to do this at the 6th Street night market is pretty ballsy, because 6th Street is known for being able to bring down the hammer on gangs if they fuck around at this.
Okay.
place.
And I probably have to wait until my next turn to like relay any of that, right?
No, you can. Communication is a free action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
So then I'll relay that, and I'll tell Ricky to, because didn't your new school, because didn't have, yeah, I'll tell him to use his new toy and try and get the guys across the way from him in the broken windows.
One second. All right. Let's see how good this thing really is.
Okay. And you see Sparkplug pops up and takes a couple of shots, but as soon as she does, gunfire like erupts, pew, 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 like down, and she ducks back really quick, not able to even get a shot off.
Okay.
But we're back up to Lauren. Now you have a better lay of the land here.
Okay. How far is my range of throwing?
Throwing is you roll plus athletics, and that's how many yards you throw.
Well, you got 3 sticks of dynamite or something?
It's not Brad.
I know.
Okay. So at my best roll, I can only do 18.
Well, you can always blow up.
Well, yeah, but and the ruler is feet.
Each inch is a yard. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's 3 feet ish.
Yeah.
3 1/3 feet. Okay.
Is it a meter or a yard, whichever? We use them interchangeably for the game.
Well, yeah, they're a little bit different, but it doesn't
throw-
matter. Who
yeah.
gives a shit? I think I have to get closer.
So you could throw, realistically, 14, 15 inches probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to split. Can I run this way?
Yeah,
Around
you can
this
get behind
side?
that building. Yeah.
Okay. So I would do. I could. Oh, I couldn't get there. Shit. I could get behind this car, like here.
Mm-hmm.
And then my next turn, I'd have to get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make Make a stealth roll. So I'm gonna see if they clock that you're heading this way.
15?
A 15? Okay. Yeah, I think... Yep. What's the range here? Can
I mean, that's
roll it?
almost as high as I can roll. It's pretty close to it. It's a good roll.
16. Yeah, as you come around that corner and dive for the car, somebody shoots at you.
Fuck.
16. Okay.
Evasion?
Are you gonna evade?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I rolled a 10. Plus 3.
Woohoo!
We're looking for a 23.
Wait, I explode and then implode.
No, if you roll the 1, you just add the 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's 25.
25. That's a good.
Nos. Oh man.
I
Nos.
also rolled a 10.
That's really good.
So as you come around the corner, pop, 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 and you dive and skid down behind the flaming car, you can smell the burning rubber from the tires, and yeah, hopefully it won't explode. It's like in the rule of a movie, whenever you see a burning car, it's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see a puddle of gasoline sort of like
Yeah.
pooling at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure how 2-2 reacts in that way. I don't know if it pools. Okay. Good. You made an advanced move and you dodged a bullet for sure. Ricky, you're up.
Literally.
What do you think about using your nano critter as a diversion?
What kind of diversion?
I don't know. Be creative. I trust you, kid.
It's your idea. I think you should be creative. What are you talking about?
Bing, bing, bing.
It wasn't my idea.
How about you turn it into an eagle and make it fly away?
Oh, so that it gets shot at? What are you talking
It was
about?
a nanobot.
Just to be clear, it's small. This is not the full-size one that our
Turned into a sparrow.
Yeah, it's like a sparrow. just flying around.
You think they're gonna shoot at a cat?
No, I'm just gonna draw their eye.
Also, it's a bunch of little nanobots, so it's not like...
But together, it's one.
If it gets
it's one
shot,
thing.
it's not like the whole thing's gonna...
Right, exactly.
Just shoot your shot, Ricky!
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying not to get shot in the face, guys. But
You're skilled enough.
I flip on the infrared. Mm-hmm. Are you spotting?
Are we hooked up? We're not hooked
Are you
up.
using the thing? We're not hooked up yet, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think there was time. You
Okay,
literally,
great.
as you were paying for it,
Yeah.
things started blowing up.
I turn on the infrared and I look at those windows.
Yeah, for sure.
And partial cover. I just pop up.
Yeah, you pop up. You see. Make a stealth roll to make sure they don't return fire on you as you pop up.
I love stealth throws.
Wearing
Yeah,
your,
because stealth throw.
what did you want? A sneaky suit?
I just wanted it to be like so hard to
He wanted a sneaky suit and also glow paint.
for breadcrumbs. Just needed breadcrumbs.
Dumb.
Okay, not awesome. 16.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Yeah, so they don't immediately shoot at you. You clock 2 figures in the window, poised like one now pointing toward Lauren and one still trained on the barricade, the makeshift barricade in the middle of the.
I popped the one pointing at Lauren.
Yeah. Okay, the one pointing at Lauren.
Yeah.
Take your shot. You're at pretty good range here, so that's 12 plus another 9. Let's call it 21.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. For assault rifle, you are at a DV of 15.
And there's like a switch to turn it into sniper mode.
Yes. So if you, but
I'm not going to do that now.
you'd have to be much further. The sniper only would improve at a range of 100 yards.
Got
really,
it.
or 101 yards.
All right. Here we go. Pop, pop. Rolling low, but still, it's 16.
16 is enough. It hits him.
All right.
Roll
Damage.
your damage.
2, 3, 4, and that's 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rah. 1, 6. Let's see. So 12, 14, 15. Damage.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. One more armor soak. Some of that. Okay. Yeah, you see in your scope, the body sort of, you tell you made your hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. You want to move?
These guys are pointed there. That guy's pointed there. And I see gunfire coming from behind these things.
You haven't seen gunfire anywhere other than the one
Other
guy
than
that
the
shot
windows.
at Lauren.
Okay.
And just from these windows is where the gunfires come from.
Okay.
These guys still seem to be pretty bunkered down. So you don't know what's behind there.
I have no idea what's behind
Yeah.
there.
Hunkered down is what I'm saying.
I don't have a range issue. This might be a fine place to stay for now. But because the next place for cover is here, but then I don't know what's happening there. So no, just pop and then pop back down.
Okay. That's fine. You're in
Yeah.
cover now.
Yeah.
Great, Martian.
That's me. I'm gonna make a scanner check.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I think.
Oh wait, so this is a +2 weapon.
You're looking for a place to. Yeah. You should add 2.
So I'll add 2.
Actually, damage as well.
Oh, so then that would have been 2 armor. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Any possible places to jack in?
Sure.
11 interface.
Yeah, you're actually getting something from the building you just left.
From here?
Yeah, there's actually 2. There's the roll-up door that you came out of. There's another shop next door. Not a shop, but another room next door that seems to have some sort of interface for. Yeah.
Okay. Do I kind of know what type it would be?
Not really beyond just that there is a way into a net architecture within. Is there more that you would gleaned from a interface role that you're looking for?
No, because it is up to the GM's discretion to determine how much I find. So
Yeah, so it's inside. If you want to look
Okay.
inside and see what you get, then that's up to you.
I think I would rather just go inside. It's like my only lead of what would be
Okay.
a good thing for me to do right now. Because obviously, so the bad guys, they're way over there, right?
Mhm.
Peeking out of windows.
Yep.
So there's no way in a million years I can just get over there by running to do other things.
Probably not
So-
without getting shot.
So I'm gonna go into
Okay,
the
cool.
room.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself back. The door is. You get up to the door and it doesn't open, but you hear someone from inside say, "Go away!"
Okay, that was my action and my move.
Your
Scanner's
your
an
action was scanning.
Scanning is a meat action, so I get 1.
You can respond to the guy saying, "Go away" if you want.
I'm not the bad guy. I promise.
That's what that guy's saying.
He the little slot on the door opens shink, and he looks and sees you, and it's all you see is white eyebrows, and eyes with big curly swoopy white eyebrows, and he shuts it, and then opens the door and says, "Get inside,"
I get
and then
inside.
slams the door.
For the record, as she's leaving, I'm like, "Where are you going?" Okay.
You see screens all over the place, and they're security cameras.
Interesting. Okay.
But you don't have much time to glean any information off them. But
Yeah.
you are seeing security cameras now. Okay, cool. FaZe
He's over here.
is over there. What do you want FaZe to do?
Is he good at shooting?
He can shoot a gun. I mean, he's not bad.
Um,
He usually carries pistols.
yeah,
so-
I think I'm gonna have him kind of follow behind Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you said was cover Lauren. So
yeah.
he'll move up to the edge of the building, but he doesn't want to get shot at the way Lauren did, so he'll just stay and cover behind the building.
Yeah.
And his pistols are pretty far out of range for
Gotcha.
for shooting up that far.
Okay.
So I think FaZe's one character trait is that he doesn't like to get shot. He lives. FaZe is the one who
Same, bro.
lives.
He's a survivor.
Yeah.
When we first met him, he was like, "Fuck it, I'll die."
Well,
He came too close. He's like, it's not as cool as I thought.
Yeah, he's like overrated.
well, he's down to party.
Yeah.
He wants to die on his own terms.
I think now that he's like Dreamland bartender, he's like, this is a much better gig.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Less
got a good
guns,
boss.
more finger guns.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, FaZe.
Yeah, he has something to live for. Like better drugs. Shipwrecked, it's your turn.
Okay, if I'm moved up behind Ricky, could I use my action, since he's the only one who already has the smart gun link, would I be able to use my action to just hook up to him, or is that a longer process?
Yeah, so essentially, yeah, I think if you use your action, you could do this. I'm gonna require a check probably.
Okay.
But it's like you have your unit that is like something you look through, and then these are just almost like a shard, like a brain dance or something, but not that. But
Yeah.
but like just a bit of software that you plug in.
So I could just
that-
like run up behind Ricky, jam a chip into his
Jam it.
neck.
Yeah, I think it'll require like a basic tech
Okay.
to make it so that you don't. He jams it in your neck like, I can't see. What happened to my eyes?
I'm like, ask for permission first, at least.
There's no time. Okay. Just like,
Dude, you consent.
incoming. 5 plus 7 for basic tech. 12.
12. Yeah, I'll say that you with a 12 you get it slotted with your action. It doesn't. It's not going to come online straight away.
Sure.
It's going to take an extra turn.
Okay. All right.
Am I okay?
Yeah. Yes, you're okay.
You're fine.
He pisses his pants.
Nah, gross. Yeah, and I just hide behind Ricky.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm now thinking you take the shot. All right. A friend pops up here and he hurls a grenade in your direction, Ricky.
No,
Well, let's
I'm there
see.
too.
He's got a hell of a throw.
That's
It's a long way, no doubt. I can do it on the table. +8. So let's see how far he goes. Nope. It's 3 sticks of dynamite style. Right?
It drops at his feet.
Is
Love how
fair.
bad you roll.
I do
It's
roll
minus
very bad.
So
It's
bad.
true. So it's just a 2. In what direction? Yeah. Okay. He throws a grenade, but it's embarrassingly short. It just kind of pings off the top of the building and lands on the ground and explodes and hits nobody. And you're in full cover. And you're poking up halfway to shoot, right? Oh no, you duck back down.
I duck back down.
Okay, he throws the grenade, but then he also ducks back down. So he's hiding.
Okay.
And And then the two guys that are in here don't really have a target. Actually, they blast away at the cover of Chino and Sparkplug.
Both of them?
It's some sort of like a metal reinforced table. It was like a big counter they were like preparing food and stuff on. So they knocked that over. So it's made out of metal. It's not just a wood thing, but it won't take fire forever. So I'm gonna roll.
How does it work if I want to move while they're shooting it, like as if cover fire, like using it as cover?
Well, he did have an opportunity once I hit the guy that was shooting at him. You did get it.
Okay.
That should give you a chance, but we'll see.
They just blow this to pieces.
Oh.
Oh, good crap.
It's still there, but it's essentially nothing. And they're ducked against the wall here, but they are exposed now. You can hold an action to when you see something, shoot it. So on your turn, you say, "I hold my action. If anybody pokes out of that window, I'm going to shoot them."
Well, I'm actually looking for the opposite. So I want to wait until they fire and move when they fire, so I can use it as like cover. So like if they're shooting at Sparkplug and Chino, I want to use that opportunity to move because they're not on me, they're on them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not really how the action economy works. That's part of having the higher initiative and having the drop on somebody, is that you get to decide where you aim. But they have used their turn to shoot already, so they can't.
Are they first? Because I'm at top of the order.
Yeah, I agree. But they had the drop on you by being posted up before you came. Does that make sense? So even if they're at the bottom of the order, they had the whole turn when you were walking out of the store to get ready.
Sure.
But what's happened now is they've used their actions to destroy this cover, so they can't be holding their action to shoot you now when you move. So it effectively works the same, right? You'll still move on your turn. These guys can't shoot at you because they already shot. If I wanted to hold their action, which is what I was doing before, they held their action so that on your turn when you walked out, they shot at you. Mm-hmm. But now they've used their action to shoot the cover, so they don't have an action to shoot at you. So you can now, you presume, at least from these guys, you can freely move without getting shot at.
Okay. Well, they did shoot at me when I moved there.
Mm-hmm. So that was the turn.
And then they have another.
So the turn before they held their action for any movement. When you moved, they shot.
And then they had their.
And then when it was their turn, they shot at the cover.
Okay, that all makes sense. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, cool. So, but it'll be Chino and Sparkplug's turn now. So I think they're gonna run.
Get out of there.
Yeah, this spot is kind of not great. Chino's moving a little slow because he's seriously injured. I guess they'll move this direction toward where the medic is coming from.
Yeah.
Sparkplug can make it, but she's not gonna leave it. Oof, this is gonna be really exposed. Let me measure this. 8 inches.
Episode 2, killing off NPCs already.
Yeah.
Not the driver.
Not the beloved NPCs.
Okay.
Cousin.
Brad's gonna kill us.
That's where they get to. I think Sparkplug, even though she stays with him, would be a little more hidden. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then he ducked back, and they are also ducked back. So now everybody is just hiding. There's no guns trained or Overwatch. I think that's something your tactics would even understand, right? So you could just say, like, go. Mm-hmm. Lauren.
I yell back at Phase. Thank you. I was like, Chino, Sparkplug, nope, Phase. Cover me! And I run over here. Well, I don't run, but I do my movement. which that looks like 7 to me.
Yeah, you got that.
Okay.
For sure.
And then I throw up one of my, I would say, tear gas grenades.
Tear gas. Okay.
I think tear gas would be a good one.
You're gonna try to whip it through the window?
Okay, anyone who fails suffers damaged eye, critical injury. Cool. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do tear gas up into the window.
Okay.
So. $11.
11. What's the? Does it have an area of effect?
188 of the rulebook would say more. It doesn't say that it has an area of effect. It just says anyone with meat eyes hit by your attack must instead attempt to beat a DB 13 resist torture drugs check.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who fails then have the damaged eye critical injury.
You're about an inch short, but if it has an area of effect,
Right.
I think it might catch them.
What is
Sure.
it? It's a tear gas grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's on page 188 of the rulebook.
No, so the damaged eye critical injury is on 188. Anyone with meat eyes hit by your attack must instead attempt to beat a DB13 resist torture drugs.
Okay.
I mean, what's the? I would assume that it would be the
It'd be
same
like
area
just a
as
grenade
a
area.
normal grenade. Yeah.
Probably.
That's probably what it is.
Let's just say it's that
Yeah, yeah.
because I don't feel like digging through this book right now.
Okay, yeah. So they are both going to roll their resist. One of them passes, the other one definitely doesn't. So damaged eye.
Yeah.
Oof.
Meat
I have
eyes.
that right here. Oh, it's in the head criticals, right?
-2 to ranged attacks and perception checks involving vision.
Gotcha. -2 going forward. Great.
Nice.
Yes.
And then do you have?
I'm in cover, right? Because I'm one from here to there.
Sure.
And I don't have enough action economy to pull him, just grab him, pull him back a little more. Or no,
You took your action to throw a grenade.
that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Ricky, you're up.
Okay. Can I see which which window tear gas is coming out of?
Well, tear gas is actually just now. You saw him throw it, and it dispersed all around this area.
Mm-hmm.
So it did get to them inside the building, but there's not really tear gas actively coming out of anywhere.
Okay. All right. So
but that's where he hit them, though.
okay. I looked through my infrared scope. Are they moving?
It's not their turn, so like it's kind of a
okay.
complicated question.
Yeah.
They're still there.
They're
Yeah.
still there. Couple of options here, but let's just go with giving them a chance to move and get out of danger. So I'm gonna do suppressive fire on the guys in the window.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like auto fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
suppressive.
auto fire, suppressive
Okay.
fire.
Great. Let's roll. I'm gonna
And then,
roll.
do I roll for suppressive fire, or I just burn bullets?
Cause 1 action and 10 bullets. Everyone within 25 yards out of cover and in line of sight must roll will plus concentration. Plus 1d10 plus your reflex plus auto fire plus 1d10. Versus, okay, sorry, I missed a line. Okay, so you roll reflex plus auto fire plus d10. So, yeah.
I roll
So
a
you have
reflex.
auto fire skill,
Okay. Yeah, got it.
and then they roll 13 and a 14.
Okay, and I roll. Come on, baby.
No
Oh, explodes.
Explode.
Okay.
Explodes. Oh, awesome. So that would be 19 plus 12.
How does that work if the
31.
combatants have cover, though?
They're not technically in cover because they were out of cover to shoot. That's a good point.
Because that's
This
kind of
is-
the whole. Sorry, not to
Yeah, teacher.
No,
not to
that's-
be an asshole. But
Yes.
technically,
okay.
that's the combat.
So in order to
rule.
use suppressive fire, they have to be out of cover. If they're in cover, suppressive fire won't work.
But they were out of cover.
They, no. They were in cover. They were hit because he has a grenade, which has an area effect. So they're technically hiding. But
So then let's.
everybody's hiding, so there's no one that can shoot at you if you move. Is the part of the question, the equation.
So
True.
I could instead not do suppressive fire.
Yes, I'll let you take that back. For sure.
And that was such a good roll.
I'm sorry, but you know where the
and-
one guy is.
Yeah.
Also,
So what I'm gonna do is use all of my move.
do you have the ruler over there?
Yeah.
I mean, you could also auto fire their cover and just try to blow that whole thing up.
This thing here.
Yeah. If you want to keep your same roll, even.
See if I can expose them. The other thing I could do is sneak over there, and wait for them to pop up.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just try running. When it comes back up, you can shoot him, and then you still have that cover, so then you're closer to them, and you could hide behind there instead of destroying the cover.
Can you see the ruler?
Where's the ruler?
Oh, yes.
So let's see. I can get there. 14. So it's like 2 up here and then 12 that way. Yeah, totally. So, all right, I'm gonna go over there as quietly as possible and duck down. Right
Slide.
there.
That's
fun. And well, I don't have I can't save my action, but
I mean, you used your action to run.
right. But can I run as quietly as possible?
I'll let you. Yeah. roll a
Naruto
stealth.
run across the room.
Yeah. But the DV is high because you're moving so quickly.
Okay. All right.
Roll for how quiet you can do this.
Can I just use that exploded? No.
I mean, there's a battlefield and there's explosions and stuff. So
No. Can I use my last roll? I was so good.
Don't cheat.
It was like 31.
No.
All right. This isn't bad though.
You already rolled good.
So it's 8 plus 14, 22.
okay, 22. As far as you know, they don't know you're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is the end of my turn.
Cool. Great. Then it is Martian's turn.
Hello, nice to meet you. Are these just security cameras?
Oh, yes, I keep an eye on things.
Okay. I look at all the security cameras and I want to locate the location of all the bad guys that are currently in cover.
Sure. Make if you want to use your tech or if you want to use perception, either way.
Probably electronics and security tech.
Yeah, that's the
That's
one.
the one. Oh god. 20.
20 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad you don't have the boss because you could just transmit to everybody. But you see that there's 3 dudes back here.
Cool.
They're, let's see, with a 20. I'm trying to figure out if there would be a camera inside of here, but I think it's fair that there is. So, you make out 3 guys in here, but all. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have comms? Or
Yeah, I mean, you can
We have our
ping each other.
agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I am like, Ricky, there are 3 guys behind that block right near you. And everyone else, there are 3 people hidden in that building there. So there are 6 enemies on the board, as far as I can see in this security room. And that's my turn.
I don't speak, so they can't hear me. But if you're watching, you see me pull out the breacher. You see me nod. Pull out the breacher.
And Shira's like, damn it, that's supposed to be my thing!
And this is why you don't give your players fun toys. No. Awesome.
Do I want to
Great.
move, though?
Do you want to move?
No, I mean, this is just security visuals. This isn't anything else.
No, it doesn't
Okay.
look like there's any. Yeah, like I said, there is a place for you to jack in, and you could take over the security cameras and move them at will if you were trying to do that. But you get this visual just based on where they're already looking.
Yeah. That's probably as beneficial as that's going to be, and that's the only thing I scanned.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that'll be the way. I will move.
Can you pass me through? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. 7 in cover.
Right there.
Okay.
Before I go, I say thank you. Bye. This weirdo guy in here.
Yeah, the door's got a bolt and another lock, and then he's like, you just finished bolting it up, and you start to leave, and he's like unbolting it and opens the door for you to leave. Yeah. I love that he's the security officer, but like isn't suspicious of you at all.
To be fair, I got a pretty high cool stat. So,
Yeah.
and we got some good reputation.
And she has space buns. Trust anyone with pink space buns.
Cool. All right, so you gather that and relay the information to everyone. Ricky there with 3 guys right behind the corner. Okay, cool. And then that means it's FaZe's turn. He follows full sprint after Lauren.
You're probably gonna be able to move.
Actually, you know what? I think tactically it makes sense for him to actually aim at the window and hold his fire. So if they pop
Well, I
up,
did tell
he's
him to
gonna
cover me.
Yeah. So he's holding his gun trained on where you threw the tear gas, and if they pop up, he's gonna shoot at them.
Can he hit from that far though? Should he move to the car?
Sure, he can move up to the car. It's on fire, but it's not totally on fire.
It would have. It already exploded. It
Yeah, it
probably
already
wouldn't
exploded.
explode again. Probably.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's upside down. The gas tank's on the bottom. So.
We will see. No, it's just burning wreckage at this point. It's not really anything. Okay, cool. That makes sense for FaZe, and now it's Shirrek's turn.
Okay. And I still have to wait one more turn before the link sets up, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this will do that.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure. So then I will do nothing. Let's see.
He's like, they're chucking. You do hear me say they're chucking grenades to the top of the stairs. Get down.
I'm down. I don't have anything I can throw. So my new toy doesn't connect until the next round, so I don't think there's anything I can do right now. I have nothing I can throw, nothing I can shoot from this distance. So
Could you make a general tactics?
I mean, I already did. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think anything's changed
Right.
since 2 turns ago, but because you revealed even more than,
Sure.
between the two of us, we revealed a lot of info. So I think I'll just tell everyone that they've got this.
Bardic inspiration.
I did actually want to ask you, I forgot. Do I still have police contacts through Jericho? Or is that
Yeah.
connection gone?
Yeah, if you want to call the police, you definitely still know Jericho. He's a detective on NCPD. He swings a little bit of weight. Their response times vary, but if you wanted to call in the cavalry, that'd be a way to do it.
With my knowledge of where this area and reactions and thoughts and feelings about the police, would that make things worse or better? Like, I don't want to make things worse by calling them.
I mean, this is a drug war.
I know. I know. So I'm like, that might not be the best move. So
Sure. The reason 6th Street controls this block is because NCPD doesn't. Essentially, like, they fought to, like, push back the combat zones to make, like, a relatively habitable, like, area. And they take responsibility for it. So they may show up also.
okay.
They don't have the greatest relationship with NCPD,
Right.
but also NCPD knows they're not like, in the world of Cyberpunk, there's like tiers of gangs that have varying degrees of, when bozos show up, they're like, this is fucked, right? But 6th Street, they're like, okay, they're looking out for people. Like, I think there is a certain degree of mutual respect maybe between the two things.
Okay, well, so that brings up a question. The people that keep this area in check and such, do I have any way of, I mean, I'm sure they're alerted. I'm sure they have ways to be alerted.
Sure.
So, like, I probably can't speed up their process of showing up, can I?
Make a streetwise check.
Oh, gosh.
See if you know or who you know.
12.
12. I think with a 12, you get the information that I just gave you and not like any personal contacts
Sure.
with anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, I think at this point, you're just looking to get off this block without anybody dying.
Correct.
Okay. So you're just gonna hold tight?
Can't think of anything else I could possibly do to help right now. So yeah, once again, I am useless in a fight.
Not for long.
Not for long. Not for long.
What do we need to
One
do to
last-
get off of this block? Like, if we are running away, which way should we run? Because then maybe you could do that. It's going to take you longer than the rest of us. So.
Yeah, get a head start. Yeah.
But next turn I can link up and I can be
true,
helpful.
true.
So I don't want to leave yet.
Sure. Do you like your position though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you're taking cover, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's not a terrible thing to do.
Okay. Then that's
Your
me.
survival instincts kick in. It's a bad situation. It's an encounter designed to be a bad situation. Almost like the bad guys were smart and they set it up this way.
Rude.
What jerks. The one guy is kind of hurt. Okay. This is going to get interesting. They don't know that Ricky is there.
She's clanking.
The guy did a bad job of throwing a grenade, but he might try it again. Or the three of them just sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, I think so. This guy, it's their turn now, or actually, it's FaZe's turn. Oh, yeah, and he's holding his shot for as soon as he sees anybody. So that's FaZe's move, and he's ready to do that. So we'll resolve that first. these guys still have a line. The one guy with the rifle. These two guys. Okay, so choking on tear gas, these two guys come busting through the door.
Oh boy.
And FaZe immediately shoots at one of them. Rolls a 1. You guys. Pow!
So she controls phase. Can she roll for phase?
Maybe I'll get you those stats.
Only like a slightly better roller than Dustin.
And these guys they both throw down, they both fire with their pistols. Can I have my ruler?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15s. That's what we need. Ooh, both of them hit. That's not great. I rolled on 4d6. I rolled 10. So that's Juno getting shot again.
Bruh.
Oh,
Okay.
get that man out of fire.
The other one shoots FaZe and gets 11. Doesn't even penetrate FaZe's armor. He rolls with a light armor jack, so not super effective there. Oh, yes, even with -2 to hit, they both hit. The guy, the guy with the rifle shoots back at FaZe also. He does hit, and this might hurt him a little more. Oh, a crit.
Oh.
That's not good. So, 15, 17 damage to FaZe, and I rolled double 6. So you see this, FaZe pops out and tries to shoot these other guys and misses wildly. The guy with the barrel sticking out of the window shoots FaZe and catches him in the arm, and he gets the torn muscle cracked. So he's -2 on melee attacks until he gets patched up. Yeah. And that actually was quite a bit of damage to him too. So 17 plus 5 is 22. Okay. 11 damage. All right. And then over here, this guy pops up with a grenade in hand.
Oh.
And I'm gonna roll.
There are no attacks of opportunity, right?
You'd have to have readied your action.
Mm-hmm. No, I used my action. So.
Yeah. He doesn't see you immediately, and throws his grenade in the direction. He tries it again to get over to
Son of a gun.
Shiprock. I'm gonna roll on two here too. That was 12. Is that close enough?
Just short. It's gonna bounce off.
Yep, just short. So he throws a grenade and then looks down and sees Ricky and is like, "Oh fuck!" and runs maybe back this way. But then these two guys hop up and start blasting.
At who?
At you, man.
At me? They don't know I'm there.
The other guy just saw you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell his buddies.
All right. Well, I'm not laying down.
Okay.
Full Deadpool.
So they're each holding heavy pistols, and they just hop up and start blasting right at you. The first one rolls good. 13 plus 10 is 23 here.
8 plus 16 is 24. Evaded.
Oh. This one is only going to be 16 to hit.
Oh, that one hits.
Oh no.
Hold on. I imploded by 4.
That's okay.
So 16, 12.
I rolled really low damage, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I'm not kidding. 1, 1, 2, 4. 8 damage, which doesn't even penetrate your armor.
It does not.
So these guys are a little out of their league, probably.
So I roll one way to miss the other one, then I roll back. I'm like, ha, ping, ping. Oh, I gotta get this fixed.
Not my jacket.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let me know when it's my
And
turn.
and at this point, Chino and Sparkblood are able to finally get into some kind of cover.
Get out of there, guys.
Yeah, they're heading. You guys are parked over here,
Okay.
so they're actually pretty close to the car now. Yeah. And then, okay, Lauren, it's your turn.
All right, so Chino got out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Throw another grenade. This time, sleep.
Sleepy. At which guys?
Up in the building.
Okay, so there's the 2 guys ran out of the door, and then there's another guy inside the window. So
I want to try to get all of them like in that area.
Okay, I would say the radius of the grenade is, I don't think, quite big enough to get all 3, but definitely you could hit these 2, or these 3, or this one guy.
I don't think I could throw that far for them.
Okay.
It's like
So,
24.
This guy's in a room, in a whole other room. They're outside of a door, so I don't know what sleep grenade can hit all 3 of those guys. So I think you can either pop it into the room and get this guy, or hit these 2 guys.
All right, I'll do the 2 dudes.
Do you want to move closer, or you're good on your throw?
I've got 7. I'll move 3 I'll move forward 3,
Okay.
and then move back after the throw.
So right now you're 14 inches away, so that'll take you down to 11.
Yeah, and then I roll a 15.
15, that hits him. What's the DV on that sleep? Do you know?
13.
13. Okay. So guy on the right. And it's resist torture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Okay. So one guy is down and the other guy is not. So
Night night.
Sick.
yeah, you won and done
That's
that guy.
that's good.
And then
that's
you're
good
gonna
shit.
run back to cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I split my economy.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. Has the tide started to turn? Possibly. Ricky.
I bring up Jack Reacher.
Unload 2 barrels into these 2 guys.
Yep. And is that guy still behind him?
Yeah, I think... I'm not sure, but I think he's a little too far back to be affected by the whole shot.
Double barrel.
You go.
You can roll one to hit roll. If you want.
1 to hit roll. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Plus 14. 21 to hit.
Okay. So what this is not 66. It's going to be 3d6 twice.
I roll 3d6 2 times.
Yeah. So
Okay.
because 66 would crit more often, this is just 2 3d6
Understood.
shots.
Got it.
Spread over 2
Yes.
guys.
Got it. Okay, so boom. So the first one is 10.
Okay.
And boom. Second one is 11.
Okay.
Can I knock their asses off of there with that blast?
That's not part of the feature.
God damn it.
But what's interesting is you're tearing up their armor pretty bad with 2 shots at once. So this is the trade-off, like the crit versus the
Yeah.
degrading the armor faster. So 26. I love doing math. Yeah, you jack these dudes up.
Nice.
Straight to the face. Ba-boom!
Hugh Jack these dudes?
You Hugh Jackman these dudes.
That's literally what I
Jack them
heard.
up.
Okay, Martian, do you want to start making a break for it?
Oh, wait,
or-
I'm gonna move them
Oh, yeah, you can move.
because I'm not gonna reload that because it takes a whole
Right.
turn, right? So
Get out of there.
where's the ruler?
Oh, I have it, sorry.
Yeah, and I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna do my full move backwards. While
Back it up!
while unslinging my assault rifle.
Sure.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, you can just leave it there. Great. Okay, now Martian.
Okay. So, are we trying to run?
I don't know.
I'm not asking you. I'm
There's
asking my
guys to
crew.
shoot.
Are you actually communicating?
There's guys
We have to
yeah.
get that way.
Actually, you're right.
So-
Let me do it in a game. Are we running?
Running's fine. Running's fine.
If you can do it safely, we have to get all the way across this whole space.
I'll keep you covered.
The whole space. We gotta go that way.
Because the car's he's
Okay, can you pass me the ruler?
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I can definitely get over there into cover. So we'll double move.
That's what I do. If we're running, that's my turn.
Cool. Phase. He's gonna do. He actually got hurt.
Yeah, he did.
He's not even gonna shoot.
He's
He
gonna run?
Full on
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
I
were fans.
I'm in shot. Heal me. Toxic player.
Yeah.
I need heals. Bro, you took 4 damage. You're fine. Actually, his like you can see part of his muscle. Like it's pretty bad.
Gross.
Yeah.
You're telling me he doesn't
I mean-
have some sort of stim or synth coke on him to.
Yeah, he doesn't feel it. He just can't use his arms.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what's going on, man.
Just has a fear of blood.
Lauren has seen worse. Okay, so he runs, and now shipwreck on your audio suite. You hear an old man's voice.
Oh. This guy.
And he's you just hear him calling 6 assailants, the Northwest Tower.
I love him.
That guy rocks.
He also sounds like Merlin in the Sword of the Stone.
large-scale detonation in the middle of the plaza. I'm losing the voice.
The plaza.
The plaza. The plaza. And okay, so you have that information, and
Okay. I would like to roll my library search to see if I can glean info on who these people are through military and police records.
oh sure, yeah, okay. Go ahead and do that
Okay.
using the boss.
Yeah.
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 The boss.
About. Okay, that wasn't good, but I have a plus 14, so it's 16.
16. All right, yeah. Okay, so you do need to pick a target.
Okay, these guys that Ricky just blasted.
Okay. So by a target, also I mean like a specific
One
guy.
of them.
It won't
The
matter.
guy on the left.
It won't matter too much in this situation, but just for the future,
Sure.
you can get info on one person.
Okay.
So if there's ever like
Well,
a guy that seems like a lieutenant,
Yeah, I
or
was going to
something,
say, none of them have really presented any leadership qualities.
yeah,
so.
I'm not as of yet. No.
Throwing grenades badly.
FaZe is like, I used to have a jacket just like that. I'm realizing now. I'm pretty sure that was the miniature we used for FaZe.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so you run, and there is military, not a military record, but you do get NCPD files on the guy with the hood. He's just a known associate of the Tiger Claw gang.
Oh.
So you can assume probably that these are tiger claws, but with no military background and no particular record.
Sure.
Just facial recognition, and they just sort everybody into gangs. So you're looking at tiger claws,
Okay.
but they're not. I guess it might occur to you. Give me deduction also.
Okay. Deduction.
Deduce.
18.
18, yeah. They're not wearing tiger claw colors. So if you were to just scan these without your new gear, if you had just looked at them with a perception check, you would have not pegged them as tiger claws.
Sneaky.
Because tiger claws typically wear color, like specific colors and flashier clothes.
Yeah. Bright red and orange. Sorry, I'm thinking video games.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the video game.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then after that, I'll just move here.
Okay. Great. Okay. You move and hide, and then it's the bad guy's turns again. This guy's out of grenades. I think Ricky is probably their target now.
I would say.
I don't know.
So they all
We think
line
so.
up.
The only person out there.
Want to throw another grenade at where I was? You don't know I'm not still there.
It's a little like Pulp Fiction. They're all in a line, like. But Ricky's gonna rely on that bullet dodging. See how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them with pistols. Let's check the range on that. It looks like 9 inches. But I will measure it for posterity. Only 7. Wow, I was so wrong. Okay, 7 inches. The DV is 15. There's 3 guys with very heavy pistols, and they're all shooting at Ricky. Are you going to evade, though? So it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Bruh.
-2. So that guy's going to get an 8 to hit. And then the other guy rolled a 10.
Do I evade each one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
8, roll to evade the 8.
okay, so that first one evaded. This next one
A 22 for the next one.
was 20.
And then
Well, you rolled 20 for the 8, though.
20 for the 8.
Yeah, now roll for the...
Oh, this is even worse. This is 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one hits. And then the last shot is a 19.
Okay. Got it. 20.
Okay, so you just get hit once. And the damage is 14. So you do take 3 damage and deplete your armor by 1.
Okay.
And then these guys, one's asleep. Oh, what's he gonna do? Would he pick up his friend? He has no targets. So he comes running out. He knows they're this way. This guy runs. And he's kind of up against the wall, so you guys can't see him. You can't see you still. And then we're back to the top of the order, but before Lauren goes, a car comes tearing into the middle of the street
Sick.
and goes like, does that sideways skidding turn, and the doors pop open. I was gonna do the doors popping open because then they can sort of take cover.
Oh, nice.
And
Let's go.
Sort of 6th Street guys pop out of the car and start lighting up those 3 guys. Mm-hmm. Taking shots at them. Let's roll this real quick. And then, so you see that, and then it's Lauren's turn.
All right. So there's still 2 guys up there.
So one guy was down because of Ricky's shot. These 2 guys are seriously wounded now. these two guys look incredibly rough.
Nice.
And then this guy with the grenades that was throwing them earlier is still okay. Sort of okay.
Okay. I've got one last sleep grenade, so I'm gonna throw it right up at those two.
Oh, okay, great. Make your athletics roll. It's pretty close, so it should be pretty easy.
$17.
That gets up there. The one guy rolls a 13. What was the DV to pass it? Is 13, right?
Yes.
So one is out and the other is still up. I didn't really denote which was which. So evens and odds. So this guy is out. Well, the rifle. Wait, whoever's in front. He falls down. And I guess the guy with the rifle is still up. Lauren just putting them down one after another. And then, do you want to make a move, or are you in the back door waiting for?
I'm just kind of waiting for the rest of my team to sort of figure out where we're going and what we're doing next. As we're in full cover with Chino and
Yeah.
everybody, I'm gonna just keep them there for the time being until we can get out safely. I mean, I'm imagining once these guys are taken care of, we'll probably enter that car.
Yeah, that's not your car, but
No,
You
but it's
guys have
our
a-
people.
yeah, those are not Santiago's.
Oh,
Those are somebody. Those are
They're the
It's a
Sixth
Sixth
There's
Street
6th Street.
people.
Yep.
coming
the,
in
the
to
people whose block
defend the
this
turf.
is. Defending their turf.
But you said we do have a car over there.
You do have a car.
Yeah, that's not it. There is a car there though.
gotcha.
Yeah, if you want to hang out and talk to them or whatever you want to do after this, there's going to be 6th Street presence on the battlefield. And yeah. Cool. That's the bad guys. Oh, I didn't do Chino and Sparkle. They're making for the car. They're actually off the board at this point.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go with them, you totally
Yeah,
could.
I'm gonna go with them for sure because
Okay.
I need to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to need medical attention. And FaZe will follow shortly. But for now, it's Ricky's turn.
I'm gonna blast and run. So
Back to the assault rifle.
yeah, I've got the assault rifle out again, and let's see if I can start taking at least one of them down. But yeah, just one shot at.
These two guys are rough,
Yeah.
like almost dead. This guy's probably.
Would you guys go after the fresh one, or would you
I
get?
would go for the one that's about to die.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna go out for one of the messed up ones, and that should be more than enough. Sorry, 17 to hit.
17 hits, I think. What did we say? It was 7 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it just hits.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah. Oh, because you
For-
moved 7, of course. That's
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, I actually don't need to look this up. Boom. Damage is 9, 10, 14, 19 points of damage. Bam. And I move 7, which would get me, if it was like before, it'd get me right back to here.
Mm-hmm.
And
2 moves out, 2 moves back. That makes sense to me.
yeah, and then I just duck.
And you duck. Okay, clearly.
Gesundheit.
Let's see.
Allergic
Good
to
morning.
gaming. Great. I'm gonna run then, if that's the plan.
Okay, you start running.
Sure. I don't know if you have the ruler.
I do.
Double move. My move is 7.
Okay,
That's me.
so
That's
you-
not me. That's
Oh,
shipwrecked.
where- oh, you're
I'm right
this
there.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, you can move up to like here. I can't quite reach, but I will. Cool. Oh, she's like, here, guys. FaZe leaves the board. Shitwrecked is over there by Ricky.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Okay.
That's probably not 5. I really want to do my due diligence because I want to make sure. I'm gonna also library search the guy over there with the gun.
Oh, sure.
Because I don't know if it's just all Tiger Claw out of uniform or if this is like something more nefarious with like a bunch of random people put together.
Fair enough.
I want to make sure.
So, its assault rifle range is the DV on
That's
it.
right.
So,
So I should move. I'll move first.
Yeah.
Because I'll be closer. I don't know. My 5 is probably that.
It's about the same.
That's probably.
I'll be right there.
I think you're about 22. Yeah, so it's actually a 15.
So to get over 15 is what you're saying? Oh, okay. So. Okay, so 18.
18. Okay, great. Yeah, you good thinking. This is also a Tiger Claw.
Okay.
And you even realize more distinctly that like he's in disguise, but also they all have they don't look like one gang, right? So like they were not representing any one gang or trying to be another gang. They're just undercover
Tiger Claw. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'll also, I mean, I go into every battle assuming I'm filming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Because I'm going to write an article of like, hey, be on the lookout, Tiger Claw's going undercover, and just totally blow their cover later on. That's my plan.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, great. These guys are going to Delta.
Yeah. Get out of there, man!
Yeah, they run and they actually jump off of this back here. Let me see. So one guy is hurt enough. Okay, he's okay. I rolled 2 10s just now on athletics check. These guys fucking backflip.
Best
Oh
you
my
ever
god, they just
show.
parkour right off. That's amazing.
It's that adrenaline. They're so scared.
Because I was gonna say the one guy's hurt enough that if he whiffed it, he could just die.
Yeah.
The guy with the rifle, what's his move? He heads this way. Or he just gets here. And then Chi and Sparkplug are off the board. Lauren, are you off the board as well? Seems like it.
Yeah.
We're back to Ricky if you want to do one last hurrah at this fool.
I'm gonna pop him.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit him.
Yeah, this is
For 17 to hit.
Yep, 17 hits.
Wow. I'm like just hitting him. For I'm not getting crits, but that's okay.
How do we never roll crits?
I never roll crits. Ever. 7, 14 plus 5, 19 points of damage.
19 points of
I never
damage.
rolled a
Yeah.
many die.
Okay, he's on death's door. Yeah. He does survive.
And for my move, I do 1 inch. Can I just hop over this banister?
Sure.
2 inches and then 5 will get me
Hey,
there.
yeah, you're right next to
There you go. Hey, what do you say we go home?
Sounds good to me.
Great, and 6th Street, let's make this quick, just finishes this guy off.
Okay.
So we got a couple of sleepyheads up here. A really sleepyhead up here.
Sleepy for life.
And the 2 6th Street guys slam the doors and look toward Ricky and Shitwrecked and we're like, so what was that all about?
No idea, man.
You tell me.
We just came out of there, and they like put him back. We came out of there, and we heard an explosion. Came out here, and they were shooting at our guys. But I've got it on good authority that these are undercover Tiger Claw.
Interesting. And they a couple other guys show up. So now they're in force. There's like 6, 8, maybe more guys showing up all at once. A few of them come up on this railing and start like searching the body. They zip tie the sleeping guy's hands.
Cool.
Hostage.
And well, we'll take this one in for questioning.
Perfect.
When you say questioning, do you mean recycling?
We're all very environmentally conscious.
I like it.
Yeah, and with that, the battle is more or less over.
Okay.
Do you want to head out, or is there some more you want to do here? Is there investigation you need to do?
You don't want to check that one body, do you? We don't have to.
No, I used the new kit.
Cool.
Boss.
Yeah.
Got information on them enough to know that they were Tiger Claw, not in their colors. I don't really see any other reason.
All right, sweet. Then let's get out of here. Let's
Yes,
make
please.
sure people are okay. Where's Martian?
Right in front
Oh,
of
there
you.
she is.
You not see
Oh,
the
hi.
pink hair?
Hi.
All right.
You good?
Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Great.
So,
Beeline it right to Martian and get us all out.
I want... What role do I want? As you're walking up to the car to leave, let's just do... Perception or electronic security tech.
Thank you.
Oh no.
But perception or
Perception.
yeah.
That's in the middle of the
It's cocked. Just go ahead. Yeah.
perception. 15.
15, okay.
Oof me.
With a 15, I'm gonna say you get a little indicator on your cyber suite, your cyber audio suite, that there is something being broadcast, a very faint radio signal that doesn't seem to be carrying any information currently. Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like, because I heard him broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to tell, it's just that guy, or does it seem like it's coming from somewhere else?
No, it's like a lower band transmission that wouldn't carry audio.
Okay.
That's why it's really hard to detect.
Yeah. So I can detect it, but not from like, I have
Yeah.
no sense of where it's coming from.
Not really, no.
Okay. I'm gonna check in with Martian then, and
Okay.
hey, I'm getting a really low radio signal from somewhere. I can't tell where. I don't know if you have a better way to hook into that.
Not really. I mean, I could make a scanner check.
You could use your scanner, or if you want to use, do you have electronic security?
Yeah, like hella electronic security.
That would be a different skill, so you could roll that.
Okay. Cool. Woohoo, 20.
20. Okay, roll. This is gonna be interesting. Roll initiative.
Okay.
I think it's the best way for me to interpret how quickly this happens.
Oh, I implode. 1 total. 1 flat.
Okay.
Does
Can
initiative
you implode
implode?
on initiative?
It doesn't matter.
Well, then
So-
7
Well,
if I don't
7s.
implode.
Okay. Let's roll straight D10 roll. You want to roll?
Everyone?
Everyone's gonna roll.
Oh.
Actually, Martian is stopped, so you're definitely not in front. But I'm gonna roll for Chino and Sparkplug, and whoever rolls the highest. Okay, you're gonna try to roll low. Just tell me what you got. Chino rolled real low.
Oh, I rolled really high.
Okay,
9.
Am I supposed to roll?
9. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
8.
8, and Lauren.
It's not plus
No, it's just a
It's
straight roll.
Just your straight D10.
Okay, 6.
Martian, right as you say this, you're about to say, or I can't tell you what you're going to say. Right as it occurs to you, the signal's coming from the car. Ricky puts his hand on the handle of the car, and the whole car explodes.
Oh.
I need one more D6.
The car that's over there that we were supposed to get in?
Your car.
Yeah.
Chino's car.
Chino's car.
He's in the back because he was so hurt he's moving slow, and Sparkplug's helping him.
In the car.
I'm in there too, man.
That's why I just rolled who was in front. So Ricky's just gonna get blasted right now.
Okay.
You were the quickest to the car. I wanted to roll. This is why I rolled. Oh my god. I'm gonna show you how much damage you didn't take.
Oh, wow.
1 sec. Let me just get a picture of this for
9, 10,
posterity.
11, 12, 13, 14. So 18 damage.
18 damage. Can I fly through the air?
Yes.
Can I get blown back?
Yes. So
I put my hand on it and you just see me.
yeah, exactly. So the way I see this happening is, Lauren, you're sort of with Chino because you said you were worried about him being okay, right? He's got a bleeding. FaZe is the one bleeding.
Yeah.
Chino's almost dead.
Oh, God.
Sparkplug is close to Chino. You guys are rushing to the car. Ricky is faster than everybody. He gets up to the door. You guys stop, and you're like, "Do you hear something?" You do your scan. You go, "It's the car." And Ricky touches the handle, and boom! And he's thrown back and goes skidding across the street. And takes 18 points of damage. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Wow.
We don't know how many. We don't.
One more thing. We're going to do our roll-off to see who does our after show today. So we're all going to roll a d10, and whoever the top 2 rolls are will be guests on our after show. All right, I got a 7 this time.
Got a 5.
I also got a 5.
A 10.
3.
Ricky's rolling
Me
hot.
too.
It's me and Lex. So if you're interested in hearing our post-game conversation, check out our Patreon. You don't need to pay. You just subscribe as a free member, and you'll have access to all of our after-show conversations. And if you want to give us any questions, just hit us up on any social media, or you can message us on Patreon as well. All right. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all very much. We'll be back really soon with another episode.
Do, 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 do.